For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Carl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testing. Is that all right?
Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the little round-headed buffoon that is Carl Pilkington.
All right.
Carl, when was the last time you reminisced?
Well, my mum and dad have been round, haven't they? So been reminiscing a lot.
Yeah.
What were you thinking about?
We're just chatting about Tic Tacs.
One of the great memories, yeah. The happy memories.
Now, I used to love them
Yeah.
when I was younger.
Yeah.
My dad got a load of them.
What, this year?
No,
Just recently?
years
Oh,
ago.
right.
Years ago when I loved them. I said, I love Tic Tacs, me.
Yeah.
He met one of his mates.
You didn't nick him from the sweet shop?
No,
that's what
he
you
knew
did,
some
yeah.
mate who could get his hand on a load.
Right.
And he
Thief,
must have
he was a
got
thief.
he must have got about 30 crates of Tic Tacs.
30 crates of
Honestly,
Tic Tacs.
honestly, with like about 24 on each crate. We got them, stuck them in a cupboard under the just in the kitchen in the corner.
Yeah.
Now, I worked my way through about 6 crates. I was quite happy.
In how long?
I don't know, in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something.
Right.
And then after that, I'm getting sick of these.
Right.
Yeah. You were minty fresh, but you
Oh,
were sick.
lovely fresh breath.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I haven't got that much more to tell you about it. It's just...
What do you
I
So
just
this,
remember-
sorry, whoa. Bear in mind, this was something he was recently reminiscing with his parents about. They were sat round, and we've already learned up to an hour could go by reminiscing. Sat round for an hour, talking about the
I've
great
already run
Tic
out
Tac
of
saga.
responses. I've got
Yeah.
nothing to say about
No
that.
opinion
I
on
mean,
that.
I was nearly going to say, what do you do with all the empty little flicky Tic Tac boxes?
Yeah, but then you realise that that's utterly dull and boring.
Well,
and not of
I
any
just
interest.
I was struggling. I don't know what this anecdote is, other than a bloke. Other than you said your dad, I like Tic Tacs, mate. He went, all right. I talked to Albert. Albert, you got Tic Tacs? I've got 30 crates. If that'll do, yeah. Yeah, I'll bring him round. Put him under cupboard. He's got through 12 crates. What's his breath like? Fucking lovely, but he's been sick all over the cunting place. Oh, do you want some more? No, of course we fucking don't. You'll talk about that in a few years' time. Of course we will for about a fucking hour.
No.
Then we bring it up in an audio book.
But I think that's how we got onto it, because even though I tried to get rid of a load, I used to give them to mates, take them to school, say, have some Tic Tacs. You can have them for free. We used a load in the cat litter tray.
No,
we
you
did.
didn't.
We did. It
No,
was
you
just
didn't.
ways of getting rid of them.
Jesus Christ.
Sort of freshy smell, isn't it? It's the
That's
same
amazing.
sort of condensity in that, isn't it?
Condensity. It is the same condensity.
Condensity.
Yeah, so I got rid of them like that. And then the weird thing was, even though I'd got shut of them all, you'd be backing up and you'd always hear one ting its way up the tube.
It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. It's tinging its way up the tube. Ding tong, ping pong. It's tinging its way up the tube.
That sounds like something from Willy Wonka.
Oh,
No,
God.
it's just I'm just demonstrating that because that's how many of them there were around the house. You'd drop them, they'd go in every corner and that, like Pac-Man or something. They'd be everywhere. You'd be backing
amazing.
up, tinging it up.
Sheila's getting married. Hannah gets confetti. Don't buy any confetti. Go to cupboard under stairs.
So yeah, that's a little memory there, isn't it?
It
That
is a
just
little
cropped up.
memory.
Now,
It's a really little memory.
The strange Tic Tac house in Salford, where everything is made of Tic Tacs.
Wow, that must have been a hell
That's
of
incredible.
a time you had with your parents there. The old Tic Tac
no, but it's
reminiscence.
better. You see, you're saying, oh, what a boring story that is. But when
I
my
see
mum and
you've
dad,
re-gravelled the drive. Yeah, smell it. suck the drive if you want. Fucking hell.
no, but it's different. When my mum and dad are there and they can remember that, and they're going, oh yeah, the Tic Tac incidents and stuff.
What's known as the Tic Tac incident?
The Tic Tac
Let us
incident.
never speak of the Tic Tac incident.
Yeah, I just imagine the clock ticking. There, it's Christmas Day. I go, what are you smiling at? Oh, remember it used to ting up the tube.
You should think about selling this to Hollywood.
Listen, what do you remember then?
What do
do
you
I remember?
That's
Wow.
an amazing thing to
That's
say.
a difficult question to answer.
Yeah, I don't. Nothing at all.
Carl, I know you like to be kept abreast of all the latest breaking science news. Did you read recently about the blind mice that they have been able to make see again? And hopefully they're whatever they did, which allowed these mice to be able to see again, they're hoping to be able to do with humans in maybe about 10 years' time, or at least begin tests. Extraordinary, isn't it, to be able to cure blindness would be a remarkable achievement in science.
It is, but it's just that thing how they say they've done it on mice and what have you.
Yeah.
If I was blind and I went in for the meeting with the doctor,
Yeah.
and they said, "Do you want yours doing?" And then they said, like, "We've done it on mice," that wouldn't be good enough for me. I'd say, look, when the blind fella gets in, don't say we've done it on mice, just say we've done this on eyes. Because if he goes, what eyes? Just say just a pair of eyes.
Yeah.
As soon as you say mouse's eyes, it's like, well, it's not the same. And it sort of, it would make me go, I'll leave it.
Yeah. And then you wake up and you can see, but you've got very tiny eyes right in the you've put in mice eyes. I'm scared of cats.
It's just eyes. I think I just don't like having my eyes messed with, and even if I was blind, I wouldn't like it.
No.
And I think mine are more active than most, my eyes.
What do you mean?
Well, I went for a what's her name, Steve. You don't know. I've had problems with my legs.
Oh, Christ Almighty!
He's the same. What are you? 33.
He's a hypochondriac.
And you talk like you're a 70-year-old man.
Honestly, the slightest thing, he's got time off work for this. We went to the dentist 3 times in 1 week. He goes, now his leg's rubbed 2 times a week for some reason.
I don't.
In and out of the kidney hospital, and they're going, there's no kidney stone, Mr. Pilkington. He's going, oh, right. Christ Almighty, do some fucking work.
No, the thing is, I've been, in the last, 30 odd years, I've been working hard, and I've let my body get run down a bit.
How have you, you're 30, what are you?
30, 33.
Right, 33. Sorry to start off with such a hard question. But how have you been working for 30 years?
Well, I just have. I sort of I got on with it.
At 3? At 3?
No, I'm
Well, you
just
didn't
saying.
get on with anything at school, did you? Because you were just titting about.
Yeah.
You weren't working
Yeah.
out there.
What was the first job you got? How old were you?
I was 15.
Right, okay, so you've been working for 15 years then. Okay, good,
Yeah, but I
right.
had my paper round when I was 10, didn't I? And that was hard graft. That's why I'm bald and that. Getting up at 4:30. It all adds up, doesn't it? All adds up. So anyway, I kicked my height when I was a kid.
He always says this, like it's a classic story that everyone should know.
Everyone
and
knows,
also
right?
the phrase "kicking my own height."
Yeah.
Explain what you mean.
Just kicked my height when I was a
Kick
kid.
your. No one understands.
You
Carl.
kicked your leg up to the
kicked
height
me
that
like-
you were at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
if
kicked
you were,
my height. It's not a well-known phrase. You can't just go, "I kicked my height."
so you're 4.5 foot and you've put your toe up into the air 4.5 feet by kicking.
Yeah, but I landed on my back.
Right, okay. Imagine seeing that in the playground. They go, get Carl Pilkington to kick his height. I bet he falls over like a
It
fucking
wasn't in the
penguin.
playground. My dad got me to do it in the garden.
Brilliant.
But why did
He
you fall
sold
over?
tickets, the neighbours were cracking up. Yeah.
Why did you fall over? Did you hit
I just
yourself
didn't,
in
I
the
didn't
head?
have kicked my height. I mean, my leg got high up, but I was that chuffed that I got that high. I didn't think of putting my leg down again.
What does it look like? What the fuck did that look like?
He's got to think it all through. I thought it was automatic.
No,
In
I
like,
didn't.
It stayed there.
You sort of stay balanced.
Christ
But you didn't
almighty.
think, well, I'm loving this. This is brilliant, but what should I do now? I got my leg up. I'll just keep it up. Whoa!
It looked like a Hitler salute with his leg. What were you doing?
So anyway, I landed on my back,
Yeah.
and I did some damage, I think. And it's because
Definitely.
of that.
You sure you didn't land on your head?
And it's because of that, all them years and what have you.
Yeah.
I've had like a trapped nerve in my leg.
Right.
So I thought, right, now's the time to have it done. Because when you get older, I mean, it was the kidney stone thing. Once you've sort of looked at, death and what have you, it just makes you think, got to start looking after
Do you
your
think you
body.
could die of the slightly bad leg that you've had for 15 years?
Well, it
Do you
just,
think that'll eventually kill you?
well, it could do if I can't run away from danger quick enough.
Right. Again, you're thinking of Jurassic Park coming true.
Well, whatever then. I'm just saying, you've got
Yeah.
to look after yourself. If there's anyone listening
could
out
always
there
hop.
who's got a problem, get it sorted.
I'll tell you
That's
what,
all
though,
I'm saying.
if you have to fight off danger and you kick them, put the leg back down immediately after.
So anyway, I went to see this fella, to like a professional leg rubber.
Professional leg rubber. Yeah.
And he sort of said a few things that were quite interesting. Remember that time when we had a chat on the last lot of podcasts? I said, "Am I in charge of my brain, or is my brain in charge of me?"
Yeah, do you remember what I said? That's the most stupid thing you've ever said.
Yeah, well, listen to this then. So
Go on.
I go and see this leg rubber,
Professional leg rubber, yeah.
right? And he is professional.
Yeah.
Right. so
Remember, leg rubber. You haven't said doctor at any point in this conversation.
leg rubber.
So this whatever, however profound this is, it came from a man who is self-confessed professionally leg rubbing.
not just leg.
Does he do
back,
left and right? Or?
back rubbing as well. He does it all. Right.
Right.
So I'm in
Professional
there,
rubber.
and I didn't mention about how I thought my brain was in charge of me and stuff. I'm lying there. He's bending me about and what have you. The first problem he came across is that my nerves aren't long enough for my
Right.
body.
I don't know.
My nerves aren't long enough for your body.
He was lifting my legs up and I was going, right, whoa, stop that a minute, that's hurting that. He's like, what do you mean? He said, I've only got them like just about...
Well, that's your tendons.
No, but your nerves are in your legs as well. And your tendons don't hurt, it's your nerves that kick in. It's your nerves that make you
Well,
go,
yeah,
that
but they
hurts.
hurt because your tendons are being overstretched.
Well, I'm just telling you what he said. Right, so he lifted the leg up and I went, right,
Was
stop
this
doing
above a
that.
laundrette, this surgery?
No, it's a proper place. He had like towels and all that on
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's got towels
Oh,
there.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Definitely a laundrette.
so I'm lying there.
Other people's towels.
He's got towels, underpants, bras.
halfway through, he said, "You haven't got 20p, have you, for the dryer?" Okay.
So I'm lying there and he lifts the leg up
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that hurts a lot. So he said, oh yeah, short nerves. And I said, what do you mean? He said, your outside of the body is longer than your inside.
Right, he doesn't sound like a doctor. He does not sound like a
The
doctor.
outside of your body's
Yeah.
longer than the inside.
So he had me lying on my front and what have you, and he was sort of crushing me back.
Right.
And he was going, does that hurt? I said, yeah. It was like 48 quid this as well. Putting me through all this pain and what have you.
Well, you've got some good advice, though.
He said, you're pretty stressed. And I said, yeah. So it's, I've quite a bit of stress in my life. And I explained to him about the kidney stones and that. I said, oh, that's that.
He
probably
went, "Oh, shut the fuck up."
He probably said that. He said that's where you were probably got a lot of tenseness. And
A lot of tenseness. Is that the phrase he used as a trained professional rubber?
He's a doctor. He's definitely a doctor.
So anyway, he said, do you relax much?
You haven't got any Lenore, have you? I want these sheets to come out nice and soft.
He said, do you, you should learn to meditate or something. He said, because you're all tensed up. We're living in a stressful world, as he told me about it. So when I was telling him that I have problems relaxing, he said, that you're obviously the sort of person
Who's gullible enough to spend 46 quid for this hokum?
He said, you're the sort of person whose brain is in charge of them rather than them being in charge of the brain.
So all you did was you met a person as stupid as you.
Yeah.
No, but I thought it's interesting that this is what he does for a living.
Yeah.
And he picked up, that was the first visit. That's the first, I'd only been there about 22 minutes.
Yeah.
You get half an hour for 48 quid.
Right.
But he picked up on that within like 15,
No, he saw a
20
right
minutes.
fucking sucker coming. No, he did pick up on that, yeah.
But anyway,
don't go to him again.
The reason, I am doing, I've got locked into it. I've got to go at least another 3 times
Why?
and try to
What
get
do you
out of it. I don't know. I didn't realise that you have to have a minimum amount of things. So what I'm
I
saying
can't
is,
wait. Well, what's the wisdom he's going to come up with next week? That'll be brilliant. I will kind of, yeah.
No, but what I'm saying
Your
is,
blood's paranoid.
we were talking.
You've got jealous bones. You're the sort of person whose stomach's hungrier than you. What absolute fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
Do you know, like how we were talking about eyes, weren't we? He said the thing is, you've got to be able to relax, and the way to do it is to focus. Right? He said, I said, what do you mean? He said, when you go to sleep.
You're the sort of person whose eyes can see further than you can.
He said, when you go to sleep.
Close your eyes and see. Instead of just leaving them open, staring at the ceiling.
Carl, keep breathing.
Yeah, keep breathing. Close your eyes. You're not dead. It may seem like it, but you're not. You're just asleep.
So he said.
Oh, fuck me.
He said, what you've got to do when you go to sleep, focus on your toe. Right?
Okay.
He said, and just think about nothing else. I said,
He's a witch. Did he say you to put a toad under the bed?
no, he just said, focus on the toe and see how you go on and what have you. Next time you come in, let me know. Anyway, I gave this a go, focusing on the toe.
So what does this mean? You mean you sat in bed staring at your toes?
No, this is it. He said, like, lie down,
Visualising
shut
it.
your eyes and sort of look at it, sort of thing. So I was lying there. It just wasn't working because
Oh, Carl, this isn't medicine.
I was,
You
even
were
though my
thinking of a
eyes...
finger.
Well, no,
He found out he was thinking of someone else's toe. Next day,
doesn't
someone
work.
called up and said, Carl, my toe's better.
no, the problem was I was still using my eyes even though I had them shut.
Oh God! Just when I think he could never come up with something stupid, he
what does that mean?
Oh, God.
You were still sleeping with them in the shower. What does that mean?
I was straining them. I had them shut, but I was sort of looking down at my foot.
You were trying to see through your eyelids at your toe.
Well, I was looking down, so I'm thinking that's where the foot is. Because of that, I was straining them and they were stinging, so I had to pack it in.
I'm going to die. I am going to die.
Why, out of interest though, and this will sound naive, why don't we remember the very early moments of our lives? Why is it? Is it because it would be too harrowing to remember the point at which we sort of born? Because I don't really remember anything from those first few years. Why is it? Is it just because the brain's not fully formed at that moment?
I don't know.
The memory's not sufficiently developed?
I honestly,
It's got to be trauma, hasn't it? It's the things. Again, we were talking about me being younger, and the youngest I could remember back to was 1978.
How old were you then?
When
were you born?
72.
What, you couldn't remember earlier than 6? You can remember back to about 2 or 3, most people. What?
No way. No way. My mum and dad don't even remember me then. Because you're not doing anything. This is what I'm saying.
My mum and dad don't even remember me then. That's amazing.
Because they pinpoint
They remember
things.
all the Tic Tacs they've ever eaten.
Yeah. Do you remember when Carl was 6? Of course I do. 5? Yeah. 4? Yeah. 3? No. 2? No.
Because you're not doing anything, are you?
My mum and dad don't even remember me then.
And it's weird.
I remember must have been about 2 sitting on a potty surrounded by Lego. I remember that. Very strong image I have of that.
No, I don't remember that.
No, you wouldn't remember that,
No, you weren't there, were you? What do you mean? What, you don't remember Steve sitting on a potty surrounded by Lego?
No, I mean, I can't remember having a potty. I remember having one of them.
I'm not suggesting you have the
You
same
used to go
memory.
in a fucking litter tray. Now I know why, to eat a Tic Tac while you're having a shit.
But okay, so what is your very first memory?
The one that cropped up the other day was having my eyes sort of glued together by...
Gangsters. Where's the fucking Tic Tacs?
No, I was,
lost the old truck for you, guy.
when I was on holiday and I slept near the window and the window was open and I used to wake up in the morning with my eyes shut. My mum and dad thought I was having a lovely lie in. I just couldn't open my eyes.
But whoa, I don't understand. Why were they?
I'm gonna burst.
Whoa.
What do you mean?
Why were they glued? Why were they? What do you mean they were glued?
Wait, but why didn't you say, Mum, Dad, I'm not asleep. My eyes are glued together.
It's just that you get a build-up on the eyelashes.
Yeah.
And it all...
But when they came in and you could sense them looking
I didn't know
at
they
you.
were there. I went to, what's the name? Harley Street. I went for a check-up. And like a medical. Posh, you know Harley Street, it's like it's the top doctors, isn't it? I've never been before.
Yeah.
All posh buildings and that. Went up to the counter. I said, I see the doctor. They said, name, yeah. Give us 10 minutes, go and wait in the waiting room. Dead posh waiting room. Dead fancy. Big leather furniture and that.
Yep.
Loads of magazines. I mean, like a newsagent's.
Yep.
In the middle of the room on a table. Loads of them. So I'm looking through and there's the top quality ones. Your Esquire, GQ, Classy, Yacht Weekly, all that. Country Life. Boys.
Boys.
There's one there, yeah. Boys. What's that? Right, lifted up like the one on top of it. And it's like Boys with a Z. 2 fellas stood there. Looking, sort of Italian looking.
Yeah. Right.
Dungarees on.
No shirt though.
No shirt, just dungarees sort of unbuttoned, hanging down a little bit.
Sure.
So no one else is about. I'm never going to buy a magazine like that.
I can't believe you're going to tell us you looked through a Gang magazine.
I had a little look just because I thought, like I say, it's one
You're
chance.
always looking to learn, aren't you? You're always looking to learn.
Yeah.
Always open. There might have been something in there that I go, right, I get it now. I understand why they like doing that or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So she said I was going to, 10-minute wait. I can have a quick flick through. Picked it up, had a look. Still none the wiser.
Why?
Well, what did you see when you opened it up?
Just loads of... like I've said to you before about, I don't know why they like looking at knobs when they've got one of their own.
Right.
There's no surprises there. You're not going to go,
Sure,
that's
yeah.
nice. Some had like car oil on the face. Knob out.
Yeah.
There was someone sat on one of them square things of hay.
Oh, yeah.
Sat there, like sort of sat on it, straddling it.
Yeah. That must have been uncomfortable.
Again, knob out.
Yeah, just looking like it's normal.
That's
Sort of
crazy.
like
No
that.
farmer walks around like that.
What was the other one? There was motorbike. They always like them.
Yeah.
No, I'm going through and then like the content is all puns.
Right.
Everything was to do with knob.
Right.
That's the only bit they're interested in the male body.
Look at this bloke
It's
straddling
not-
this huge throbbing thing. The bike's not bad either.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
loads of them. It was just cock, just 100%. Like let's just talk about the knob.
That's a good name for a gay magazine.
100% cock.
100% cock.
Did it not at any moment sort of maybe slightly unnerve you that the doctor might come in and see you reading boys?
No, because I wasn't.
What about if I walked through? Because I remember once when you were in hospital about to have a tube going down your knob and you were sitting in your pants with stockings on and I walked through and you were horrified. So what if I'd have walked in then and went,
Yeah,
God, what are you
I
doing?
would have just said, look at this. Look at this, it's free.
And I'd said, why did you bring that with you?
No, I would have just said, look, does it look like I brought it with me? Look at this.
Yes, it does.
Well,
Because I've never.
what? So you
Because
look
I
at
would never see. You would never see a gay magazine in a doctor's waiting room. So I think you bought that and pretended that it was there.
that's the thing. I was amazed by that because there was no there was no Mayfair or anything. They just catered for like if you wanted a bit of knob action. It was really. I mean, really, I could have complained. So if you're gonna have this, where's a bit of the other?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a bit of this. Where's a bit of the other?
I know one of the things that they had, and I thought they're really struggling with like ideas. They had a Sukoko.
As in Sudoku.
Yeah.
Sukoko.
Sukoko.
Surely Sadico is better.
No, because it was like Sukoko.
Yeah, but it's Dick as well.
Subdico.
Yeah.
What? And it was still a Sudoku style puzzle, but it just had that name.
Yeah. It's just
So
everything.
It
is
was
all
just Sudoku, but called Coco. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Now,
That-
if I was gay, do you know like
Let's
they
have a
say?
game of Lubo. Let's have a game of Knobopoly.
Noberation.
Knoberation. Let's have a game of chess. Cock. Let's have a game of fuckaroo.
Well, that works for either sex.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how we spend our
Okay then,
Christmases.
fuck a poo.
Oh, God.